Every day in STEM classrooms and workplaces, someone shows up for a student in a way that matters. That person could be you. Sexual harassment isn't always obvious. For students in STEM, harm can happen quietly in the spaces where we learn and work together. It can happen in a lab, a co-op or internship, at a conference, during a field placement, in office hours, or even through an email exchange. Students will turn to the people they trust: friends, colleagues, supervisors, mentors. They may turn to you. The ARC model will help you respond skillfully, with confidence, clarity, and care. ARC involves 3 steps: acknowledge, respond, and connect. Let's begin. A. Acknowledge. The first step is to acknowledge the disclosure. Disclosures aren't always loud. They can sound like, "My placement just feels off," or "My supervisor keeps making jokes that make me uncomfortable." Sometimes a disclosure doesn't sound like anything. Just a student who goes quiet, misses meetings, or stops showing up. Acknowledging the disclosure is about supporting your student in the moment. You don't need all the details or all the answers. Offer care and validation, honor their courage, and help build the trust to support what comes next. Acknowledging the disclosure also means acknowledging your role and responsibilities. At times, you may be required to share a disclosure. Be transparent and compassionate about the limits of confidentiality and the obligations you have to the student, your institution, and your employer partners. Tell them honestly, "I want to support you the best I can. Because of my role, I may need to notify our Sexual Violence Response Office, but only so you can access the right supports and safety options." R. Respond. How you respond to a disclosure of sexual harassment can shape what happens next. Responding with care and empathy means taking a survivor-centered and trauma-informed approach, and keeping the same clear, supportive, and direct tone you set in your acknowledgement. Respond with compassion, and remember that a person's social location, including race, gender, or sexuality, can shape how they're targeted and how they heal. Be present and let them lead. This means listening without judgment. Try saying, "I believe you." Validating what they're feeling. You might say, "I'm sorry this is happening," or "You're not alone." Affirming their agency. Remind them, you get to decide how much you share. C. Connect. Students need options, not prescriptive advice. Focus on connecting them to available resources instead of trying to solve the issue yourself. To do this well, it will help if you know the constellation of supports available within your institution, organization, or community. Supports might include your campus sexual violence office, human resources, or a community legal clinic. Don't pressure. Don't diagnose. Offer a bridge and let the student point the way to the supports they want and need. Sometimes connecting involves a warm, direct referral, helping the student take that first step. Disclosures can affect you too. It's normal to feel angry, worried, sad, or drained. Take care of yourself and reach out to supportive resources if you need to debrief while keeping things confidential. You showed up. You listened. It means more than you know. The future of STEM depends on learning and working spaces where everyone feels safe, valued, and respected. Creating that culture starts with each of us, in how we listen, support, and respond, and take care of ourselves and each other. STEM culture is shifting. You're part of a constellation creating that change.